We're going to Las Vegas, and then we're going to drive around Arizona and Utah. We're going to go to the Grand Canyon. We're going to go to Bryce Canyon and Zion National Park to finish it up. And the Hoover Dam. We're going to tour the Hoover Dam. And we'll stop at lots of different fun places along the way. And we're going to take you along the ride. We're here in the airport. And
which airport?
Here in Amarillo, Texas. So we're going to be taking off here in about an hour. And we'll see you then. All right, we made it to Vegas, and we're gonna go pick up our rental car and head to the New York hotel. All right, we got the RAV4. Okay, so we just picked up the rental car. We got a, I think maybe like a 2024 RAV4. It's pretty nice, so that will be our car for the trip. So yeah, we're gonna head to the hotel now, and we will drive down the strip probably, see some sights, and yeah, meet you there. All right, so we've made it to our room. We are on the 27th floor at the New York Casino and Hotel, and I'll give you all a quick little tour of the room. Pretty nice, I think. All right, we just had Esther's Kitchen, as you can see up there, and it was really good. Yours was a little bit interesting.
It was very interesting.
Had like a
lemon mint
pasta, and mine was more of like a tomato-based pasta. It was really good though. And then we had the cheesecake for dessert. It was very tasty.
Talk about the beet.
Oh yeah, we had they have really good sourdough bread, and it comes with like a big selection of jams. And we had one that had beets in it. It was really good.
It was amazing.
And so yeah, now we're gonna head back to the hotel and probably do a little gambling.
Yep.
All right.
Win-win.
Sounds good. All right, well, I don't know how she pulled it off, but this one right here won a ton of money. I pretty much was just completely negative, but yeah, so she can now pay for everything on the whole trip because she's basically a millionaire, so yeah. Anyways, back to the room for the night, and tomorrow morning we'll head off for the Hoover Dam tour, so yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight, so we'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, it is day 2. Good morning. We just went down, got some Starbucks, and plan today is we're going to do our Hoover Dam tour, and then, so that's like, what, 6 or 8 hours? I mean, it's pretty long, and then we will head to Williams, Arizona, which is going to be where our first Airbnb is, and that's where we'll be going back and forth to and from the Grand Canyon. So that's what today looks like. I think that drive is about a 3-hour drive to get to Williams. And so, yeah, we will probably see you at the Hoover Dam. All right, we're on the way to the Hoover Dam. We're loaded up on the bus, so we will be there in about 40 minutes. See you there.
See you soon.
All right, we just finished up at the Hoover Dam. It was really cool. We're gonna grab some lunch now, and we'll head back to Vegas, and then we'll get on our way to Williams. All right, we just got to the Airbnb in Williams, so give you a little idea of what it looks like. All right, so we're super exhausted after that drive. It was about 3 hours. We're gonna go ahead and grab a quick dinner, and then probably resume on our drive to the Grand Canyon tomorrow morning. So yeah. It is. All right, we made it into the park. We're gonna head to the visitor center and take a look around, and then we'll start our hikes. It's pretty chilly. It's like honestly less than 50 degrees. So and it's a little windy, but yeah, let's get going.
Let's go.
As you can see, there's like no one here.
It's awesome.
We came at a very good time. And the sun's just coming out and everything. It's perfect. Super beautiful. This is Mather Point. Let's see it. All right, first trail we're gonna go hike is the South Kaibab Trail down to U'a Point. So we're in line at the bus stop here. Gonna take the orange route over to the trailhead. This is the beginning, South Kaibab Trail.
May take Mom a while to get back up.
That's okay. What goes down must come up. And you can kind of get a preview. Now we pretty much got a stairwell. Okay. All right, we just finished the South Kaibab Trail to U'a Point. How did it go?
Ooh, ah!
Very good. Not too bad. A lot of steep switchbacks in the beginning, but it's pretty fun. So
Did it in about an hour and 5 minutes.
Yep. So I think we're headed back to the visitor center and maybe pick up a quick bite to eat or something.
Yep, sounds good.
Cool. All right, next stop is the hike to Shoshone Point. So it's a little bit east of the actual national park. We're still in the national park, but this one, the trail's a little bit east. It's a little bit less crowded. It's like midday and there's still quite a few spots in the parking lot. So yeah, it's about 2 miles to the point and we'll hopefully see some beautiful views. Remote. I think you can kind of just come on out here. You could like have a little picnic. Oh wow, look, it goes all the way out to there. It goes all the way out to that tippy top there. There's a big rock. Oh my god, this is amazing. Wow. All right, day 4. We're back at the Grand Canyon. We're gonna do a little more looking around today, and then we're gonna do the scenic drive, and then we are gonna head to Panguitch, Utah, where we will have our Airbnb for our Bryce Canyon National Park. So we will head there after we get done here at the Grand Canyon. About a 4 or 5 hour drive, and then we'll be stopping at quite a few scenic points along the way. I believe Horseshoe Bend is one of those, which is really popular. And so yeah, we will hopefully have a pretty good day. Yeah. The Abyss. All right, just ate a quick lunch. We're packing it up at the Grand Canyon, and then we are headed along the 5 hour drive total, all the way up to Panguitch, Utah, where we're gonna then do Bryce Canyon. We're gonna make a few stops along the way, and including the Horseshoe Bend, which is gonna be really cool. And so yeah, we're gonna hit the road. Where we at?
Cameron,
Arizona.
Arizona.
So yeah.
Here's it. Show them Cameron,
gas.
Arizona.
This is Cameron, Arizona. That's about it. So yeah, everything's gotten a lot more orange though, starting to look like Utah more. But yeah, we're just gonna fill up with gas and get back on our way. What'd you think?
It was awesome.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that was super cool. Super massive. Really crowded, but it was really good. So now we're headed back. We're gonna probably take a quick look at I think it's the Glen Canyon Dam, and then we'll be on our way to the Airbnb. Finally made it to Panguitch. Super long drive, but we're here. Gonna get dinner and hopefully get up tomorrow morning pretty early and make the drive to Bryce Canyon. Day 5, Bryce Canyon.
Have fun.
Thank ya. We'll see ya.
See ya.
Will do. Beep boop bop bop boop. All right, so it's day 5. It is 32 degrees, maybe. My app says 27, so it's very cold. It's early. We're gonna get there early. You excited?
Yes, I'm excited. Woo!
All right, off to Bryce Canyon with a frosted up windshield. So wish us luck. All right, we got here early, got a nice parking spot. We are at Sunset Point, and we are gonna start hiking along the rim trail towards Sunrise Point. crazy. All right, coming up to Sunrise Point. All right, we're doing the Queen Victoria Trail now. Really fun, not too tall. All right, we got brave and we decided we're gonna complete the Queen's Garden Loop. How do you feel, Mom?
Woo!
So we saw Queen Victoria and she gave us the motivation and the courage to complete the loop. We did it, 3 miles.
Go us.
Queen's Garden loop all the way around. Super pretty. The end there was great.
Totally worth it, Evan.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get rid of these.
All right, so the Queen Victoria Trail that we just hiked, we can kind of see it from up top here. So I'll zoom in. So we went all the way, I think my finger's on the right spot, to that point down there where all those people are. Pretty cool. Woohoo! Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. Enjoy your day.
Taking a quick stop at the general store because we kind of forgot to bring sunscreen.
Yeah, that's Mama's fault.
So we will fix that situation here. All right.
Going this way, right?
Bryce Point. All right, day 6. We are checking out of our Airbnb in Pingwich, Utah, and today we're gonna go do the scenic drive in Bryce Canyon and hit another few spots that look good, and then we are going to hit the road and drive all the way to Hurricane, Utah to begin our Zion portion of our trip. And so, yeah, we're gonna stop at Cedar Breaks National Monument along the way, I do believe. And so we'll hopefully get some pretty cool views there. Yeah, let's get going. All right, so today we're taking the scenic drive that kind of goes on the south part of the park. And here we are at Fairview Point, which is one of the first little turnoffs. Yeah, it's real massive. Yeah, probably even further. All right, stopping at the Natural Bridge now. This one is super popular, and I think it's like one of the windows backgrounds, so should be cool. Whoa! This is Agua Canyon, elevation 8,800.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Oh, that's a great.
Whoa, this is really cool. Ponderosa Point. All right, so we are at Rainbow Point, which is the final stop along the scenic highway here at Bryce. And so we just ate some lunch in our awesome cooler here with all our food. And I think we're going to do a little hike between, it's like 3 points. Can't remember what they're all called, but we will let you know. So yeah, we're gonna get that started. All right, we're gonna be walking the Bristlecone Loop, which is gonna connect us between Rainbow Point, I believe Bristlecone Point, and Yowimpa Point, I believe. Cool. Bristlecone Point. All right, coming up on Yowimpa Point. All right, so we have started our drive towards Cedar Breaks National Monument from Bryce, and we kind of turned on to this road that's going to lead us there. It's super curvy, and our elevation is increasing quite a bit. But we'll be there in about 35 minutes, and we will report back with what we see. We got snow in May. Woo! We are up at 10,416 feet. All right, so here's the snowfall that this place usually gets. A low 48 inches. Average of 85, and in 2023 it was 141 inches. All right, so Cedar Breaks National Monument, super cool little place. They just opened up like 5 days ago, so they were still shoveling snow and stuff, making paths, but it was really cool. Just one big scenic lookout, Point Supreme. It was awesome. But now we're gonna head on back down to Hurricane for Zion. So yeah, let's go. Oh wow, that's awesome. All right, made it to Hurricane. Gonna get in the door here, get unloaded and get some dinner. That's not the door.
That is not the door. We're going in through the front.
Off to dinner. We're going to a steakhouse, I think. So something a little nicer. So it should be pretty fun. All right, day 7, I believe, and we have an early morning this morning. It's still dark outside. We're going to be headed to Zion National Park. Getting there early since you can only get on the bus, and it's going to be a little hotter today. But we're going to head there now and get a few hikes in. Cool. We made it into the park. It's about 7 a.m. First stop, Court of the Patriarchs.
Let's go.
Well, I guess the Emerald Pools Trail was just closed for construction on that bridge, so you pretty much can't do anything from this stop. We're at the lodge stop, but that's okay. We're gonna just move on. We're gonna hike it's like the trail that gets you to Angel's Landing, but we're just gonna go potentially to the Scouts Lookout, which is before you get to the crazy part. So. We have started the Angel's Landing / Scouts Lookout hike and already having some beautiful views here. Angel's Landing. down, but we made it to Angel's Landing. This epic family, they had extra spots, so they let me come up with them. Super awesome. What an experience. Man. Absolutely stunning. Fortunately, the camera can't do it any justice at all, but man, that's wonderful. Quick lunch at the Lodge Cafe. Got a chicken sandwich, buffalo chicken sandwich. We just finished up at Angel's Landing, and we are completely pooped. Might be the only thing we do today, but it's super fun, super beautiful. My new favorite yerba mate drink, so check out this view. All right, we are doing the Riverside Walk now. This is like the walk that leads up to the Narrows, which we will certainly not be doing. But yeah, it takes you along the riverside. Really pretty so far, really steep walls above us here. That's a road. All right, so we are here on the last day of the vacation, day 8 or 9, I think. And we're just kind of hanging out at Zion today, not doing any crazy hikes, just chilling, taking a bit of a rest day. And yeah, here we are at the Big Bend stop, Big Bend. And you can see behind me, I'll show you in a second, is Angel's Landing, which I hiked yesterday. So I'll show you that real quick. So that is Angel's Landing, and then Scouts Lookout, I believe, in that area. Super massive. And this whole Big Bend area is pretty cool. All right, we are taking the scenic drive down the Zion Highway. So we're actually stopped right now waiting for the bridge, or sorry, the tunnel. But here's what we're seeing out our windows. All right, we actually got a spot for the Canyon Overlook Trail. Mildly sketchy, but we're in the line, so. Yeah, let's go do this hike. All right, we are at Oscar's Cafe for lunch, and it is looking awesome. Looks perfect, yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Let's eat. All right, day 9 or something like that. I think it's day 9, travel day. We are headed to the airport to catch our flight back to Amarillo. So vacation has ended and we are just getting out of here. And we are back in Amarillo.